Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will know all about Philip Jared Heath, an American IFBB pro who has a massive streak as a 7-time Mr. Olympia winner from 2011 to 2017. Heath's early life. Philip Heath is a very physically active child that grew up in Seattle, Washington. Despite having very successful parents, their busy schedules often left Heath alone. Hence, Heath learned essential life skills on his own. This involves Heath's path to cooking and training for basketball. During Heath's high school, he showed passion for basketball and eventually joined his high school team. Because of his talent, he earned his full scholarship as a student athlete at the University of Denver, Colorado. Heath continued to play basketball as part of living out his passion. Heath took up business administration and information technology in university as his majors. Heath was also fond of going to their weight rooms. Every time they trained for their basketball games, Heath would go to the weight rooms. He would get inspired to see how his friends work with camaraderie and hard work in the gym. So Heath joined them and began weightlifting. Initially, Heath only wanted to improve his physique to help boost jumping, power, and presence in basketball games. Time passed by, and Heath felt tired of playing basketball. He soon realized that basketball might not help him reach the greatness he aspired to achieve. So Heath took the following steps. Getting more and more into weights and bodybuilding. The weight room became his go-to place to spend his free time from his 3 jobs. Heath came to a point where he juggled web development, being a bouncer at a nightclub, and basketball training. But we will eventually see how Heath's decision to turn to bodybuilding as an athletic career proved that he can achieve the greatness he always wanted. Heath, his career, achievements, and journey. Heath made the right decision. He stepped on his first competition in 2003. The 192-pound bodybuilder easily won the Rocky Mountain Northern Physique Committee and obtained his nickname, The Gift. His debut in the competitive bodybuilding stage is a success. Heath easily followed his success with another one after he grabbed second place in the same event conducted the following year. Heath became even more motivated to pursue the competitive stage and train harder with these wins. Heath gained more muscle and trained even harder for the following milestones of his career. He earned the title Mr. Colorado at the NPC Colorado State Show. This win brought him new opportunities as brand sponsors of famous companies. Moreover, this marks Heath's feat as a worthy competitor of the competitive stage. He followed with even more achievements while steadily gaining more muscle and weight. His 2007 wins at the Colorado Pro Championship and the New York Pro Championship. Heath became unstoppable. He won 6 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles. This was one of the best records for having the award. Some of the notable Mr. Olympia record holders are Arnold Schwarzenegger, who won 7 times, and Lee Haney and Ronnie Coleman, who won 8 times. Unfortunately, Heath contracted the COVID-19 illness recently. He lost a significant amount of muscle mass due to the after effects of the virus, but it is great to see him successfully recovering from the illness. Heath, one of the kings of modern bodybuilding, continues to progress in the gym and hopes to return to competition with a bang. He feels that if he reestablishes his rhythm and flow, its odds of returning to the competition will be greater as he rebuilds his muscular mass. Heath and wrestling. With Heath's physique, seeing him in the wrestling ring feels just right. Heath accompanied the Bromans, Jesse Goddard and Robbie E., to the ring for their tag team gauntlet match, which they won during the countdown to the TNA's Bounty for Glory pre-show on October 20th, 2013. Also, Heath accompanied them to the TNA World Tag Team Championship match against Gunner and James Storm. He celebrated their championship triumph with them in the ring and backstage during an after-event interview. Training regime. Consistency is Heath's key in his training. His training has remained the same for about a few years already, and he believes that it is best to stick with a training regime that your body likes. Sometimes Heath tweaks his training a little bit, especially if he sees a weaker muscle group, but his routine remains the same for the most part. As we quote from Heath himself, "You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to come up with any exotic movements if what you're currently doing is working." The humongous physique of Heath is also achieved without overtraining himself. He emphasized the importance of not training your body too much because it doesn't always equate to having the best results. Diet and nutrition. Heath eats a lot of meat to help him in his rigorous bodybuilding training. His massive meat intake includes 20 pounds of chicken breast a week and about 12 ounces of red meat per meal. Heath also eats carbs to maintain his adequate calorie count. Sweet potatoes and rolled oats are his favorite carbohydrates. And even though brown rice is a favorite of bodybuilders, Heath loves the flavor of white rice, claiming that his rapid metabolism makes it healthier for his physique. Heath eats a staggering 8 daily meals and 2 protein shakes on regular days. Maintaining his energy high and his protein intake consistent helps him regain energy after a busy workout day. Words of motivation. Heath was able to power through all the criticisms he used to hear regarding his physique, especially when he was just starting out. Heath entered the Pro League in just 2 years, so everyone noted his flaws, like not being wide enough or lacking some more muscle. Instead of being disappointed, Heath used criticisms to fuel his motivation to get better. As Heath said, he always thinks about, can I be better? The answer is always yes. So Heath and his inspiring journey continue to astound the bodybuilding world. His win streak is no joke, and his motivation to pursue more despite hardships is quite admirable as well. That is all we have for this video. Like and subscribe for more related content, and see you in the next one.